Well, it's a beautiful day in the New Hampshire woods, and we're getting out to enjoy some sunshine. A little trek down in the valley ought to do it. Pretty deep snow still when you get in with the spruce. I'll get out here in the hardwoods. I have to take the snowshoes off. Well, look at this. I haven't seen this much bare ground in a while. I love the change of seasons, and I welcome every one of them. We haven't been able to walk in the woods without snowshoes in about 3 months. I'm certainly enjoying the change. All the water rushing down the mountain now. The melting snow. Look at that. We're in God's country now, my friends. So good to be home. Back in the snow again. Now where'd I put those snowshoes? Now that's what I'm looking for right there, a beaver pond, and an active one too. Now doesn't that just make my day? Looks like all the things I left behind are now here to greet me. Just goes to show that when you give a gift to Mother Nature, she'll always pay you back. Yes, sir.
Can't tell you how happy I am that we have done this. I've chased and conquered so many of my dreams, but the dream of living up here goes back to my youngest days. It's like one of my first dreams. And I chased all the others and then come full circle and have come back here. And now it's just all starting to feel real. And I say that because the majority of the struggle is all behind us now. Most of 2017 was just struggles. I mean, it was exciting in some ways, but there was so much uncertainty ahead of us.
We'd really started to wonder if we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Plunging into this without being ready.
I think a lot of that was because we sold our home. And if things didn't work out, you can't just go home. And I think that uncertainty jumps in the game with anyone that sells their home, even when they're buying a new home.
And the camp had become our home, so there was no other place to go to if this didn't work out.
You know? And it's not an easy in and out to get up here. So there was so many things. I mean, we worked so hard just with selling the house. And there was all hang-ups with that and the closings, and it was just a mess dealing with lawyers and stuff. And then trying to get rid of stuff and coming here and bringing stuff here and trying to we live in a place that needs a ton of work, And winter approaching, we don't even know how much firewood we're going to need, so we cut a ton of it. Most of it was green wood, but we didn't even know if we had enough. And we wanted to have a gas heater put in as a backup. We didn't get that.
We didn't get to.
There were so many things that we needed to do, and we didn't know how hard it would be to get on and off the mountain. And there was just so much adversity thrown at us, and we just had to keep telling ourselves every time we hit that brick wall, you know, all these setbacks, and had the adversity thrown at us, that this is the stuff we're going to look back on. It's the adverse conditions that make the fondest memories. Because all the times we drove in and out with the Jeep, just get in the Jeep, drive to town, go upload a video, get groceries, come back, you're not going to think about those.
You don't sit and reminisce about how easy something was. You don't say, oh, wow, remember this? That was so easy. Wow, that was great.
You know?
You tend to remember your struggles and how hard you worked for something. That's what you make memories with.
And it's already that way because we're already going, remember when we were trying to get down the mountain and the Ranger slid right off the road and we had to walk up the mountain and this and that, and like our beverages freezing in the oven. You know, we're going to talk about that
We'll
forever.
talk about
you know?
that forever.
So now here we're getting some nice warm temperatures, and we're actually sitting on a patch with no snow and looking out over the beaver pond, and the ice is going to melt and the trout will be biting again, and it's just, it feels real now.
Things are starting to fall into place.
Yeah. It was well worth it. Well worth it. You know, and we kept telling ourselves too in this journey when we were hitting all the adversity that, well, what's the worst that can happen? If it's too tough and because most of our worries was because we didn't have everything done. We wanted to have a backup heater. We wanted to have this, that, and the other thing. And we got the Ranger, and we got a snowmobile, and we got all that, but it was just going to be outside under a tarp, and we just didn't really know how it would all unfold. But it really hasn't been very hard. It's been more exciting than it has been hard. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
here we are, almost through our first winter.
I know. We got about 30 days to go, and it's going to be the first day of spring.
Feels like spring today, though.
Yeah. So we've just been kicking around in the valley here, and we're going to truck back up the mountain. Yeah, it's been good. It was a good decision to come here. My oldest dream, I guess you could call it, because the dream of living out here, I've had all my life. And now I've accomplished that, and I can't, words can't describe how grateful I am that we've done it.
Yeah.
You know, that I never lost that memory. You know, all the time when I was a kid, everyone telling me you can't and you shouldn't and you couldn't and you won't or you wouldn't, and it's all bullshit. You got to follow your heart, because
Just have to believe in yourself,
Yeah.
believe in your dreams. You can do anything, really.
just unreal. I don't know what more to say.
When I'm living life by my own terms, well, those are terms I can live with.